Ms. Byron, may I have roll call, please?
Yes. Miss Anderson,
Here.
Miss Dawson,
Here.
Miss Harrington,
Here.
Mr. Rickett.
Here.
Madam Chair, the clerk certifies the presence of a quorum.
Thank you. Any adjustments to the agenda?
No, ma'am.
May I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
May I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Ms. Dawson, may I have a closed session motion, please?
Pursuant to 2.2-3711A of the Code of Virginia, the Orange County School Board will convene a closed meeting for the following: discussion of personnel or the performance of a division employee as authorized by Section 2.2-3711A1 of the Code of Virginia for resignation, termination, transfer, employment, salary adjustment, and retirement of employees. Also, discussion of pupil personnel as authorized by Section 2.2-3711A2 for early admission, waiver of compulsory attendance, out-of-county, out-of-district request, and student discipline.
May I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. We're in closed session. I'd like to call this meeting back to order. May I have closed session certification, please?
Whereas the Orange County School Board has convened a closed meeting on this date pursuant to an affirmative recorded vote and in accordance with the provisions of the Virginia Freedom of Information Act, and whereas 2.2-3712D of the Code of Virginia requires certification by this school board that such closed meeting was conducted in conformity with Virginia law, now therefore be it resolved that the Orange County School Board hereby certifies that to the best of each member's knowledge, only public business matters lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements by Virginia law were discussed, and only such public business matters as were identified in the motion by which the closed meeting was convened were heard, discussed, or considered.
May I have a second?
I second.
Ms. Bauer, may I have roll call, please?
Miss Anderson,
Aye.
Miss Dawson,
Aye.
Miss Harrington,
Aye.
Mr. Rickett.
Aye.
Madam Chair, the clerk certifies the vote as follows. 4 yes votes and no no votes. The resolution is approved by a 4-0 vote.
Thank you, dear. Deposition of personnel actions.
Yes, ma'am. Recommend approval of personnel actions as presented in closed session.
May I have a motion?
I move to approve the personnel agenda to include employment, rescinding employment, termination, and resignation, and coaching appointments.
May I have a second?
I second that.
All those in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Deposition of pupil personnel actions.
Yes, ma'am. Approve pupil personnel 2025-12 as presented in closed session.
May I have a motion?
I move to approve the request for release from compulsory attendance under the religious exemption for case number PP 2025-12 as presented in closed session.
I second the motion.
Thank you. All those in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. And I have 1 minute. You talk too fast. All right.
Isn't this usually where I come in handy?
You're good. 6:30.
We're good for 6:30. All right. Sorry. Open session. May we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And I will hand it over to you, Dr. Hornick.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board. We're happy this evening to bring 3 important recognitions forward. I'd like to start with our Human Resources Department. Ms. Dawson, I'll turn it to you.
Put my glasses on so I can see. So thank you, Dr. Hornick, Madam Chair, members of the board, for the opportunity to recognize Dr. Michael Compton this evening. Dr. Compton, would you come up and join us? Dr. Compton is our VDOE licensure specialist. He's a brave man, is all I have to say, whose dedication and support have truly made a difference in our work. In his role as our VDOE licensure specialist, Dr. Compton has gone above and beyond in assisting with all aspects of teacher licensure, whether it's researching alternative pathways, providing expert guidance, or processing paperwork quickly, which he does, and it's amazing. And accurately, he consistently demonstrates exceptional professionalism and responsiveness. His prompt replies to emails, attention to detail, and thoroughness in navigating licensure challenges have had a tremendous impact on our ability to support teachers effectively. Dr. Compton's commitment ensures that our educators can focus on what they do best, teaching and inspiring students, knowing that the licensure process is in capable, reliable hands. On behalf of all of us, thank you, Dr. Compton, for your partnership, your dedication, and the excellence you bring to your work every day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And here is something for you. And all of our schools sent something for Dr. Compton so he can remember Orange County. Go Hornets,
Yeah,
right?
go Hornets.
So can we get a picture?
Of course.
All right. Jen? I'm gonna get in it.
I'm going to take it so you can be in.
Okay, next, Ms. Ayler.
Good evening. I am here this evening. I want to recognize Lake of the Woods Church, in particular, Senior Pastor Adam Colson. Come up. I want to extend a huge amount of gratitude to Lake of the Woods Church and in particular to Senior Pastor Adam Colson for his tremendous support of our special games in the spring of 2025. As you recall, Special Games is an event celebrating our students with disabilities. In particular, we thank the RISE Special Needs Ministry and Living Water Medical and Dental Clinics, which are missions of Lake of the Woods Church. Your commitment was instrumental in making our event a success, particularly through your generous contributions. The funding provided T-shirts for all students and staff, and these were our shirts that they had for everybody. The shirts created unity and a sense of belonging for everyone. Their support also covered the cost of all the ribbons so that our students have ribbons for every event that they participated in, and also refreshments for our students. We're incredibly appreciative of the impact Lake of the Woods Church has within our local community. Your dedication goes far beyond this one event, as you consistently do amazing things that directly benefit students and their families. RISE Ministry and the Living Water Medical and Dental Clinics are just two of those. This partnership and the way your church lives out its calling to serve are truly inspirational. You touch so many lives in Orange County. Thank you again for helping us make the 2025 Special Games a truly uplifting and successful celebration of our students' achievements. Thank you.
And for our final recognition this evening, we're going to handle this one a little bit differently. We're going to take the opportunity to bring Mr. George Hinckley forward, and we're going to spend a little bit of time refreshing the board and the community's awareness and memory about our work that we have done with Smart Community STEM, what we've been able to do over the past, I guess it's now 3 years, and what we're looking to do into the future, which will then lead into a special recognition for one of our students. So, George, we are ready to go. I will turn it over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Hornick. Board, good to see you again. It's been a little over 2 years, so what I want to do, okay, is give you a little bit of an update on where we are with the program overall, and then we'll get into, I do want to show a video from our camp that was well done by a gentleman out of Gale Middle School, actually. So next slide, please. So 2023 was a gentleman by the name of Tommy Carmody, if I say it correctly now after 2 years. I was always saying Carmody, and nobody ever corrected me until until he corrected somebody else in my presence, and then I realized that I'd been having it done all wrong for so long. Anyway, Tommy was really impressive. His first camp, and we have a thing called Top Gun at our camp, and it's kind of the most valuable performer, if you will, across a number of activities, and I'll talk about that a little bit in a couple of slides. University of Mary Washington was our host in 2023. That was our inaugural camp. So we wanted to make it a Virginia camp. A lot of that's because of Dr. Hornick and his desire to bring the program out here from Stafford, or to mirror it, I should say. And we're also now in the city of Petersburg. So we're beginning to expand and grow the program. And I know we'll talk a little bit soon about expanding it here in Orange County. Next slide, please. 2024 was our next camp. It went really well. We necked it down our first camp at North Stafford High School, which was Dr. Hornick's principal when he was principal there. We had people from Eastern Shore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Stafford. We've congealed it now. We're focusing on, we had 9 students from Orange County this year, at this year's camp, not 2024. So we're building the cadre of workers who are paid interns with my nonprofit organization to teach the middle school age kids. And that's going, they've rebranded out here. We call it Drone Club everywhere else. It's AeroCorps here in Orange County to emphasize the O and the C. It's kind of a neat logo. Next slide. So what's happened in Stafford is there's been a lot of interest. So the dynamic is the high school kids are the annual camp. They then become the mentors and instructors for the middle school age kids. We are now reaching down into, this was called Spartan Showcase. This was our team, Smart Community STEM team in Stafford, there with the drone flight simulation and drone flying to show the rest of the middle school kids what the program's all about. So this was kind of a showcase event for all of their clubs, and we were there doing that for ours. And I suspect it's something for you to consider for Locust Grove and Prospect Heights. Next slide. Then they asked us to go left and go, why don't you show the elementary school kids about the program? And for me, from my perspective, is you really want to seed Drone Club in the middle schools with 5th graders in particular in the elementary school. So I'm now working with Prince William County on, because they've got a DOD grant that you might want to think about that's focused on elementary schools. Stafford has one focused on middle schools and a couple of high schools. So they're really beginning to look at the military-connected kids in particular. But this is real popular. We're already scheduled to go back to Rocky Run in the fall. And it's a nice opportunity. The mentors, you got 5 of them sitting here today, I think. They're really good with the kids. They're amazing, and it's a pleasure to watch it, and it's an honor to work with them. Next slide. So this year we had, again, 9 from Orange County participate, and I have to say you kind of rocked it. The 5 that are here, I believe, Amber's here. I saw her walk in. Charlie and Sam and Deacon and, of course, Tommy. We had our competition in the morning on Thursday. We started with what's called first-person drone flying. You put the goggles on. You actually pretend like you're flying it as a pilot. Who crashed it? The ones that were at the camp? Did anybody crash the drone?
I crashed it once.
At least he admits it. 2/3 of the campers crashed the drone because it was our first time doing that. But by Thursday, they were all very, very good at it. So they have the dexterity already anyway, but it's that perspective, I think, that threw them a little bit. Next slide. We had a lot of support this year for our 4th annual camp. Obviously, Orange County's right there was Renee. We will have, I don't know where she went, the logo, your new logo, which is amazing. Which is amazing, by the way. That'll be, we'll use that one next year. Assuming, of course, you send students next year, which I'm sure you will. Next slide. I believe the next slide is the video. At least I thought it was.
There we go. You are correct.
Here we go. So again, this video was compiled by the librarian, who happens to be the technology guy too. And this is from this year's camp. Flight simulation, one of the
I got 6. All right, Kim, you ready? All right.
hypersonic, so physics of flight, forces of flight. They had to build. Maybe Tommy could help me. They had to build a little thing. In the evening, you get 2 hours of e-sport. You run down the e-sports. This year they expanded it. You see a little bit more broadly about the e-sports.
Takes the shot. Jacob, who says his pregame ritual is taking an ice bath fully clothed.
Back to the slides, please. You gave it away. So 5 elements overall for the Top Gun. We do the drone flight simulation, where they are measured on their proficiency and speed within the simulation. It's physics-based. The software is very elegant, if you will. It's used for training law enforcement and many others. So we use it because it's real, and you could do a correlation between what they fly in simulation and what they actually flying. You saw some of the courses that were designed that they were flying. 2 of those are the NIST courses, and then again this year we did our first-person view obstacle course, and I think that added a lot to the camp, my opinion. Hopefully these guys agree. And then the evening was UMW Esports. So get into the scoring. Next slide, please. So we had honorable mentions. I thought I saw Shelby walk in. Shelby was deemed most improved at actual drone flying. Cameron Stith is from Petersburg. Next slide. Like I said, Orange County rocked it. This was the 11 top finalists out of 29 campers. 11 and 5 of them are from Orange County. That's in alphabetical order, by the way. Third overall was Michael Smith from Stafford County and Sam Smith from Petersburg. Second overall, Deacon. And it was really interesting to watch them battle each other. Charlie was in the middle of it too, but they were watching each other and how they were doing. I don't know what that did for them, but it was interesting. And our top gun was Mr. Tommy Carmody. This is Tommy's second time. He won it in 2023, and he got a drone, and he wanted it. He got beat last year by a guy from Stafford who was pretty good, but then Tommy won it again today. Next slide, please. 4 of the 5. And he won by the largest margin between any of the campers. He won by 15 points, and that was the biggest gap between any others throughout. It was pretty impressive. Next slide, please. So we were asked to go to Joint Base Andrews and be there for STEAM Day. STEAM Day was 300 schools and over 2,000 kids on a Friday. And I contacted Dr. Hornick. I said, "Hey, great opportunity. Can you support that?" And once again, Orange County stood tall. Next slide, please. I got this message. Master Sergeant Armand was the gentleman who was really coordinating everything, and he sent this note out to all of us who were there. And I want to thank the 4 that supported our program. And I think Dr. Hornick, we went with the top. Very great performers, and they demonstrated their value to anybody. I got so many comments from the adults who just observed them teaching drone flight simulation to anybody who wanted to do it. So I want to thank you guys for coming. Next slide. A little bit on the stats on what it was all about. That was an advertisement to get us interested, and I jumped on it. And again, thanks to Dr. Hornick for supporting. Next slide. So those are the 5 that came on field trip day, STEAM Day on Friday. And again, they were amazing. I especially like the one on the right. Tommy's not the only one that does that. These kids will get down on a knee to get face-to-face at the level of the student just to talk to them, and it's amazing to watch, and I enjoy it. The one in the middle is when we had all stations up and operational. I think in the distance is, I can't see it from here, but Amber, and I'm not sure who the other one is. And then we had Air Force personnel coming by and bringing their kids, so it was really a nice event. And we are planning to do it again next year, and hopefully Marshall will be allowed to go. He'll drive the bus. Next slide. And that's proof positive that Tommy can teach anybody. So, he was all right. I don't know who's in the outfit, but got up and said, "I am not," and walked away. It was a great day. It was great. And then they came back. Charlie and Tommy and Amber came back for Saturday, which was wonderful. And they got to see the Thunderbirds. Amazing show. Yeah. Next slide, please. And I opened the title slide with, this is all about the Air and Space Forces Association Scholarship Award. So again, we decided not to give Tommy another drone. So I worked with Mike Maxwell and with Air and Space Forces Association, and that's what tonight is all about. So Mike?
Dr. Hornig, members of the board, and on behalf of, well, let me introduce myself first. I'm Mike Maxwell. I'm president of the Virginia State Air and Space Forces Association. We have 12,000 members in the state of Virginia, and they're arrayed in 5 chapters across the Commonwealth. So it's an honor to be with you, and I'm joined tonight by our Richmond chapter president, Harper Alford, as well as both of our wives. Our mission in AFA, as we call it, Air and Space Force Association, is to promote dominant U.S. air and space forces as the foundation for a strong national defense, to honor and support our airmen, our space guardians and their families, and to respect our enduring heritage. In executing our mission, we do so through 3 pillars, and I want to emphasize these: advocate, educate, and support. It's that second pillar, though, the educate pillar, that is the basis for my comments to you this evening. And while we look at education, we focus on 2 elements: educating the public on the critical need for aerospace power and promoting aerospace and STEM education to ensure a technologically superior and professional workforce to ensure our national security well into the future. Through our grants and scholarships, national competitions, which I think some of you are familiar with, Cyber Patriot and Stellar Explorers, and our commitment to junior ROTC and Civil Air Patrol cadet programs, AFA is attempting to nurture the STEM education our country needs so desperately for the future. Our Air Force and our Space Force are services fueled by innovation, and we seek to preserve that through our commitment to STEM education. Last year, we first became aware of the Community STEM program through George Hinckley. I asked him to give a presentation at our Virginia State Executive Committee on the program, and in particular STEM Camp. And it became clear at that meeting to the leadership of AFA Virginia that the program and the broader AFA STEM goals were in perfect alignment. We were extraordinarily happy to be able to support, to join the list of supporters and sponsors of this year's STEM Camp competition. This past July, several of our AFA officers in Virginia were able to attend the sponsor lunch on Thursday of STEM Camp. As we chatted with the 3 campers at our table, my wife and I, and all of them were from Orange County, we were just blown away and taken with the enthusiasm, the energy, and the commitment of these young men and women. And I think you saw that evidenced in the video. Their passion for learning was clearly evident, and it was infectious. George, you've created a wonderful program, and at AFA Virginia, we look forward to continuing our support as you expand across the Commonwealth. For the educational leaders of Orange County, to the teachers and the parents and the families, you can be justifiably proud of the extraordinary work of these participants. They are clearly destined to become future leaders who will ensure our nation retains the preeminence in science and technology. At this time, I'm pleased to present the AFA scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Tommy Carmody, thank you, George, as this year's Top Gun. So, and while Tommy comes forward, I I have to tell you one little tidbit. And at lunch, when my wife asked all of the campers we were sharing lunch with at our table, what did they learn at STEM camp? Tommy replied, "This week at STEM camp, I have learned that to be a good leader, I must be a good follower." What an astute perspective, and one that I know will serve you well into the future. All right, Tommy, congrats for winning this Top Gun, and we in AFA Virginia look forward to continuing to hear of your achievements and your future successes. So we'll go on.
About all these kids.
All right, I'm going to read this real quick. Virginia State STEM Scholarship awarded to Tommy Carmody in recognition of demonstrated excellence in the association's mission to promote STEM education as the critical foundation for a strong national defense.
Congratulations, Tom. Back on in, and we're going to get some pictures.
All right, nope, I cannot. Let me get mom and dad behind. Dr. Hornick, step down.
Sorry.
Run the show, Yvonne.
Thank you. Okay, that's much better. All right. Here we go. Thank you.
Can we get a? Thank you. Come on in, the young lady in the back.
Amber and Shelby.
Come on, guys, are you in? Were you guys in it? No? Okay. Oh, cool. Very cool.
You got your.
Should be the one to the grave shirt, I think.
Where's Deacon at?
That's Deacon.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of our recipients. Thank you all for coming out this evening.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
sharing.
you.
Thank you. George, thank you very much. Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board.
Thank you, Dr. Hornick, and congratulations to everyone. Moving on to, I'm going to open up public comment. Ms. Byron, do we have any speakers this evening?
Yes, ma'am. We have two signed up, Michael Freeman and Alyssa Waller. Michael Freeman.
I apologize. It's my first time being in a meeting like this. So, a quick question, and if it's allowed, again, I don't know how these work normally. About my public comment is if Mr. Aaron Beck is still employed with Orange County Public Schools. Is he?
We can't comment while we're in public comment, so.
Gotcha. All right. Well, then I will go with what Google search could only give me and say that it was yes. So, and so I just want to say I've been an Orange County resident for 8 years this month. I love it here, and I'm not as involved in the community as I really should be. And this last month or so has changed my viewpoint on that. I'm a 31-year-old father of 2 small children, and after hearing some of the comments that were posted, or the comment that was posted by Mr. Beck, I just want to say that I don't have any ill will towards that man. I don't know him personally. He and I probably, any other aspect, would get along. We both clearly love history. History was my favorite subject in school, and obviously it's his. He taught it. But if he was terminated in his employment, I do want to thank the board or whoever else was involved in that in their wisdom in seeing that the behavior of the comments of saying that you take great pleasure in the death of someone because you disagree with their politics is wildly inappropriate behavior, and that it's something that's not to be tolerated regardless of what your personal political beliefs are. And that for those who may think that that is too harsh an action, I would ask that you remember that these comments were made about someone who believes or believed normal things that half this nation believes, including myself. And so when someone says they take great pleasure in the death of someone that way, I have no choice but to take it as in they would take great pleasure in my death. The only difference between me and Charlie Kirk is about 5 inches and a few $1 million. But I just want to say these things are something that no one should be killed for. And again, if he is no longer employed, then I thank the board and whoever else was involved with that for their wisdom and in their strength of conviction to do the right thing. Thank you, and God bless you both, ladies and gentlemen of the board.
Good evening, Chairperson Anderson, members of Orange County School Board, faculty, staff, and community partners. In case my absence has made you forget, my name is Alyssa Waller. No complaints, no major concerns, no history lesson. I don't even have any current events. I'm here on behalf of Cultivating Community Connections, a team of volunteers for Tapestry 2025, by us for all. Our upcoming community celebration, this will take place Saturday, October 11th, 2025, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Short Street. Tapestry is more than just a festival. It's a shared space where diversity, creativity, and community pride comes together through local vendors, live music, food trucks, art, and family-friendly activities. We aim to celebrate the many cultures and stories that make Orange County so special. We believe our schools and educators are central to that story. You help shape the next generation of thinkers, leaders, and neighbors. That's why it's so important to us that the school board, students, and staff are a part of this celebration. Your presence not only shows support, it reinforces the message that community and education go hand in hand. We warmly invite each of you to join us. Bring your families and encourage your schools to participate. We have current students performing, alumni performing, as well as being vendors. Encourage students and staff to join us with art displays, volunteers to assist one of the teams, or simply by showing up and enjoying the day with your neighbors. Together, we can create an amazing event that reflects who we are, a welcoming, diverse, and united Orange County. Thank you for the work you do every day for our students and families, and I truly hope to see you on October 11th at Tapestry 2025.
That's everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate everybody coming. I'm going to close public comment. All right. Moving on to approval of minutes, financial reports, and monthly operating bills.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda, including approval of minutes, financial reports, and monthly operating bills as presented.
May I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. 4 yes votes, no no votes. Moving on, Dr. Hornick, action items.
Yes, ma'am. We have an action item this evening. Ms. Jamerson and the TSA requesting to go to a leadership academy. This is coming up in early November. I do not believe we have the location correct. I do not believe that camp is in Petersburg. I believe that's actually down on the Middle Peninsula. But that is where they're headed to, and I believe they want to get everything squared away and get prepared to go. So they're seeking your approval in advance for this overnight trip.
Does anybody have any questions?
Would you please remind me what TSA stands for?
Technology Student Association.
Thank you.
It is the CTSO for Ms. Jamerson's classes.
Would someone like to make a motion?
I would love to make a motion to approve this overnight field trip for the TSA and Mrs. Jamerson. Thank you very much, Mrs. Jamerson. Thank you very much.
May I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. 4 yes votes, no no votes.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, members of the board. And second is a recommendation that I'd like to bring forward this evening to engage in a contract with university instructors to help us recruit, get licensed, and then ultimately retain up to 4 teachers. We are looking to fill positions in special education. We have 2 at Gordon Barber. We have 1 in our early childhood program, and we also have a reading specialist. And we need to fill these, and we believe that this group, nationally recognized, will be able to help us accomplish that task in the most timely and efficient process.
Does anybody have any questions? Would anybody like to make a motion?
I'd like to move to approve the contract with university instructors for the recruitment, retention, and licensure pathway for up to 4 teachers.
May I have a second?
And I would like to second that motion and also to thank administration for going to the links to identify a method to bring more teachers and grow more teachers here. So thank you.
Thank you.
All those in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. 4 yes votes, no no votes.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, members of the board. That's all for this evening.
All right, and we are on to number 9. Board member comments, future items.
I had just a couple things. First of all, I'd like to thank the schools who have been welcoming us for our school board visits. I've been able to get around to 5 or 6 so far, several more scheduled in the next couple of weeks, and it's just been a really delightful experience to get to talk to teachers and principals and staff. They've been incredibly welcoming, and I think it's going to end up being a really positive experience on our end as board members and also for the staff. So thank you. I still call it teacher talks. That's kind of my little name, but they call it school board visits. So tomorrow morning, Ms. Harrington and I will be at Locust Grove Elementary. So looking forward to going there tomorrow. I also wanted to remind the board, this has been on the books now for a couple of months, but next meeting, which will be our work session on October 20th, we have Jill Turgeon scheduled to present via Zoom on a policy services option. So we'll need to make sure that that goes on the agenda. And that's it from me for tonight. Thank you.
Is there any others? No? Well,
I'm sorry, just one thing, one quick thing, I promised. Just how impressive it was for the young people in the presentation. That's a pretty big deal. It really is. Congratulations, and you've represented Orange in your community well, very well. Thank you so much.
Well done.
all right. All right, hearing none, I'm going to adjourn this meeting.
Thank you.